Joe Biden has been sworn in as the 46th President of the United States of America. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories now. At number 10, the Nigerian Stock Exchange has disclosed that the federal government of Nigeria raised over 2.36 trillion naira from the capital market in 2020. The Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, Oscar Onyema, disclosed this at the 2020 Market Recap/2021 Outlook on Tuesday. Onyema said the federal government issuances amounted to 92% of total bond issuances in the market. He noted that at the close of the year, the NSE's equity market capitalization was up by 62.42% from 12.97 trillion naira in 2019 to 21.06 trillion naira in 2020, while market turnover saw an uptick of 7.25% from 0.96 trillion naira in 2019 to 1.03 trillion naira in 2020. At number 9, outgoing US President Donald Trump in his last full day in office pardoned over 100 people, including American rappers Lil Wayne and Kodak Black. Lil Wayne is a convicted felon from a gun charge in 2007, meaning he was looking at 10 years in prison when sentenced on January 28, 2021. Also, Kodak Black is in federal prison after pleading guilty to a firearms possession charge in March 2020. Trump further pardoned his former campaign manager Steve Bannon and a former Detroit mayor Kwame Kilpatrick. According to Forbes, the US president refused to pardon his adult children or his son-in-law Jared Kushner. Neither did he attempt to pardon himself. Despite pleas, none of Trump's supporters who broke into the US Capitol building were pardoned. At number 8, as countries have started receiving doses of the COVID-19 vaccines, Nigeria has acquired ultra-cold freezers needed to store the Pfizer and BioNTech vaccines when they finally arrive the country. According to Premium Times, a visit to the country's vaccine storage facility on Tuesday showed that there are 3 ultra-cold freezers purchased to store the doses of vaccines expected by the end of January. The Nigerian government said it will receive at least 100,000 doses of the Pfizer and BioNTech approved COVID-19 vaccines through the COVAX co-financing public-private facility. At number 7, the Independent National Electoral Commission has scheduled the governorship election in Anambra State for November 6, 2021. The timetable and schedule of activities for the election were announced in a statement issued on Tuesday in Abuja by INEC's Chairman Information and Voter Education Committee, Festus Okoye. He said party primaries and resolution of disputes arising from the primaries would take place between June 10th and July 1st. Particulars of candidates for the election would be published on July 16th. Parties would commence campaigns on August 8th, while the final list of nominated candidates will be published on October 7th. At number 6, the Presidential Economic Advisory Council has revealed the Nigerian government spent 1.85 trillion naira on food imports in 2020, despite the fact that the country's land borders were closed all through last year. The chairman of the Presidential Economic Advisory Council, Doyin Salami, disclosed this at the virtual 2021 National Economic Outlook event organized by the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria on Tuesday. Nigeria's land borders were closed in August 2019 to stop the movement of smuggled goods and weapons. Salami said, despite border closure, our national import of food amounted to 1.85 trillion naira between January and September 2020, a 62% increase when compared to the same period in 2019. At number 5, 11 children reportedly stolen from Gombe State and trafficked to Anambra State have been returned to the police in Anambra after relatives failed to come forward to claim the children. This brings the total number of unclaimed children received by the Anambra State Police Command to 18. The children are suspected to have been stolen by a woman identified as Hawa Usman on October 20, 2019 in Gombe and taken to her accomplice in Anambra. But the police in Gombe returned the children to Anambra after no relatives came forward to claim them. At number 4, the Ondo State government has faulted the Buhari administration's response to its decision to order herdsmen out of the state's forest reserves. The Commissioner for Information and Orientation, Donald Ojogo, said on Tuesday that the response by the presidential spokesperson, Garba Shehu, suggests the Buhari administration is emotionally attached to the herdsmen. Rotimi Akeredolu, Ondo State governor, had issued a 7-day ultimatum to herdsmen in the state to vacate the forest reserves. Shehu had responded saying it was unconstitutional for Akeredolu to issue such a directive. Reacting to the presidential spokesperson's statement, Ojogo said, Mr. Shehu's statement is a brazen display of emotional attachment and it is very inimical to the corporate existence of Nigeria. He added that there will be no going back on the directive. At number 3, Zampara State Governor Bello Matawalle has responded to the allegation that he supplied vehicles to bandits in the state. Abubakar Maradun, a former chairman of Maradun local government area of Zampara State, had claimed the governor supplied Hilux vehicles to bandits, which they used to attack innocent residents of a community in the state. This, he alleged, led to the death of 10 people. Reacting to the allegation, the special advisor to Governor Bello Matawalle on media and publicity, Zelani Bafa, described it as wicked, but however admitted that Matawalle did donate vehicles, but that they were distributed to all the security agencies in the state and not bandits. At number 2, President Muhammadu Buhari has sworn in 3 members of the Code of Conduct Bureau and a member of the Police Service Commission. The swearing-in event took place at the Council Chamber of the Presidential Villa, Abuja on Wednesday, shortly before the 30th virtual meeting of the Federal Executive Council began. Those sworn in for the Code of Conduct Bureau include Eyozuwa Ogbonnaima, Babatunde Balogun and Benedict Umeano, while Onyemuche Nnamani was sworn in for the Police Service Commission. Vice President Yemi Osibanjo, Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, and Chief of Staff to the President, Ibrahim Gambari, physically attended the Council meeting, which is the first for 2021. 9 ministers also joined the President at the chamber for the meeting, while other officials joined virtually. Finally, at number 1, Joe Biden has been sworn in as the 46th President of the United States of America. The inauguration of the U.S. President-elect took place today, Wednesday, January 20th, 2021 in Washington. In outgoing President Donald Trump's farewell address to the nation, he wished the new administration well, adding that his administration had laid a good foundation for them to build on. Reports say Trump left Biden a note in the Oval Office despite missing the inauguration. Ahead of his swearing-in ceremony, Biden attended a service at Washington's Cathedral of St. Matthew the Apostle with incoming First Lady Jill Biden on Wednesday. A traditional highlight of any inauguration in the US is the sea of supporters that flood the National Mall from all over the country. But due to COVID-19 concerns, in place of the people, the inauguration committee placed 200,000 flags representing all 56 American states and territories where the people would normally be. Always remember to wear your mask, wash your hands and stay safe. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.